And senior reporter Aviwe Mtila is in the Vredefort Free State with the latest on the cholera outbreak in the area. Welcome to you and thank you so much for joining us, Aviwe. Just the latest. I mean, there has been conflicting reports as to the number of deaths in the area, but what can you tell us so far?
Good afternoon, Cindy. There's something peculiar happening here in Vredefort in the Free State. While the official number of deaths that are cholera-related are 2 from the Department of Health here, there are just a number of deaths that are happening during this period, especially in May. Just people that are dying because of diarrhea. Even the clinic that I visited a bit earlier on, of course, speaking off the record with some of the staff there, suggesting that a lot of people have been going there with diarrhea, but they refer to the hospital and then they pass away there. But the official number of deaths on the ground is still 2. In fact, earlier on, we were at the Monate family that told us of a mother and 2 daughters that passed away from the 4th of May until the 7th of May. Those 3 deaths in that family happening around that time, all similar symptoms of this diarrhea. But of course, we're told by the Department of Health that it's only 2. In fact, I have just next to me Uma Tube. We understand also Mantwa Tube, that's the 30-year-old granddaughter of Umama, passed away under these peculiar, suspicious circumstances. Mama, thank you ujoina ku-ANC. Rekupa usitshela ukuthi kwenzekeni ma.
Ke le dumedisa. Mantwa Tube o qadile ho kula ka hore o tshwere ke mala a tsekela a sa kgone ho tsamaya hantle, a kwalana le moya, a tsholla ke mala. Ke kgola o entse matsatsi a 4 a ntse a sena monate, a thewela a ntse a sena monate, a khutla mosebetsing a ntse a sena monate. Nna ke le nkgono wa hae ka mo nka ka mo isa ko ntlong ko ho nna, a ntse a sena monate, ha a sa robala bosiu, a ntse a ya toilet ke mala. Ka Labone ka mo nka ile tsatsi la Labone ka mo romela ko hospital Paris. Ba mo admitile ko hospital Paris. Ke mo a ileng a hlokafalla teng ka di 23 tsa May. Hona selemong sena.
Mama, bare o hlokafale ka eng? What's the cause of death in the death certificate?
Death certificate ha ka bala ha ka sheba na o hlokaetse ka eng mare ke mala. Ntse ene le kholo yena ene le ona mala.
Okay, thank you, Ma. That's the explanation, that in the death certificate it's not clear, it's not stated there, but Mantwa was throwing up and also just vomiting. In fact, I see the MMC of Community Development coming in here. I'm going to rope her in quickly. MMC, thank you for joining us at ENCA. I mean, we have these cases. I just spoke to Uma now, telling us of her daughter that passed away on the 23rd of May because she was throwing up and also diarrhea-related cause. Taken to hospital, she passed away. Cause of death is not confirmed. You have other people that you visited yourself that have died under these circumstances, but there are only 2 official cholera deaths in the Free State. Do explain, Ma, what's happening? Why are so many people passing away?
I think it's the diarrhea cause of it because they start with the running stomach, and then at the end maybe there are some illness to them, but I only know that we've got only 1 person that here at Vredefort, the cause of cholera. But the other ones, we didn't have any clarity, but the department gave us that information, only 1 person died here at Vredefort.
How do you then explain all these other deaths that are happening here at MMC? And of course, it's during this time where there's this cholera outbreak, but we're seeing a lot of deaths in Vredefort, but for some reason we're not being told that these are cholera deaths. What's happening? What are we missing here?
I don't know actually, because I only know that they start with the running stomach. At the end, it seems that this other sickness that I was told about, but the concrete one, I don't have any clarity. What's the cause actually? Because what I know is that the municipality tried to clean the water, and then we always drink clean water. I don't know. I don't think it's a cause of the water. Maybe it's a virus that goes around You see, I can't clarify actually is the water or what.
You've been visiting a number of these families. You just came from some of them. How many deaths do you know yourself around Vredefort?
Cause of cholera or
Just the deaths that are happening that are suspicious, because obviously the official number is 2 that we're told, but how many families have you been visiting that have these similar unexplained deaths?
It's about 4 families. The other one for Dlamini, and the other one, that's my old lady that speaks now, and the 2 other families, but I went to that family now, I didn't find anyone.
Okay.
Yes.
So a number of families, as you can hear, Cindy, that have people pass away in Vredefort. They all have similar symptoms of, this diarrhea, they're throwing up, but the cause of death, as the lady suggested here, they're not told the cause of death. In fact, the official number that we have on record from the Department of Health is that they've only been 2 cholera-related deaths here, but clearly a lot of people are dying in Vredefort during the time where there is this current cholera outbreak. In fact, on the sidelines here, we have the gift of the givers that are just now giving parcels, especially water-related food parcels, to the community members here. Let me have one more word with the councillor. Councillor, quickly, there are a lot of deaths that are unexplained here. We had a chat a bit earlier on, but still, there's no clarity as to what are the people passing away off here.
No, Aviwe, there's been reports given to us that a lot of people are passing away as a result of the diarrhea. That's why we are intensifying our awarenesses to make people aware that they need to treat their waters as well.
What's causing the diarrhea? Is it not the cholera? Why aren't we getting to the crux of what's behind this diarrhea?
The previous report that we've got, that certain areas where water was tested, we had some sort of bacteria that were found, like your E. coli in certain parts of the areas. So that could possibly be the reason why we're getting diarrhea from the waters.
Councillor, I'll leave it there. And I understand we might have the MEC of Health with you in studio, Cindy, via Zoom. Maybe we'll get more clarity there as to what's actually behind all these deaths. In fact, we visited a family earlier on, the Manato family, that lost 3 of their relatives, the mother and 2 daughters, all in a space of 3 days, from the 4th till the 7th of May. There are these unexplained deaths that are happening in Vredefort, but we're told by the department that the official number of deaths here caused by the cholera outbreak that's ongoing is only 2.
As our senior reporter, Aviwe Mtila, quite correct, as you were saying, these are not just statistics. It's family members, loved ones that have died from the cholera outbreak, and we're still not clear, as the MMC you were speaking to, saying that they're not sure whether this is a waterborne disease or if it's indeed any other condition. But thank you.